Hey, welcome back to episode 9 of phase 1 of my Ultimate Ironman progression series, where the primary focus at the moment is doing all of the quests that we can. Goals for this one, it's going to be to kind of beef up our melee stats as much as we can, whether that be through Slayer or just AFK crabbing or pest control. Maybe a little bit of everything. We'll see. Pest control, though, is going to be kind of our primary focus. I want to get that Void Knight armor and equipment to store in the house. It'll be useful for other quests down the line and just all around good to have on the account. Other goals, I guess. My AFK downtime is still woodcutting. As you can see, I'm here at the Teaks. We are up to level 71 woodcutting, which is the level that we need. That's the max level we need for our quest cape. But I do actually plan on continuing on with it. I want to get up to 75 so that we can cut magic trees, because those logs are actually needed for Desert Treasure quest. And I'm not sure about any other quests, but I know that they are used in Desert Treasure. There is a method that I've done on all of my other accounts prior, where you just do the Legends quest alongside the Desert Treasure quest. And there's a point during the Legends quest where you can keep on planting those seeds that are used for the totems. And if you let them die at a certain stage, there is a chance when harvesting or clearing the area that you get magic logs. But I can just save myself some time now. Keep this as my AFK activity until I can cut them myself and just alleviate some pain later down the line. So that's the plan. We'll stay here till 75 and then we'll move on to mining, or actually probably melee training for our AFK activity after we get 75. So yeah, let's get into it. There's 69 woodcutting, nice. And 1000 total level. So as an Ironman, it looks like I can make my Ironman status permanent. So I'll probably do that, but really cool milestone. 1000. Here's an easy and a medium clue from woodcutting. Easy, quite a few uniques actually. The black axe I'll be able to store in a stash unit, I think. Purple sweets I'll just drop. Morton teleports, drop. Medium. Oh, nice. Okay, a fire battle staff. That's, I guess, technically an upgrade to the fire staff that I'm holding right now. A couple AUX, unique pest control teleports, which will get dropped, but also an amulet of power. Huge upgrade. I got that earlier than I thought I would. I figured I'd have to get the magic level to enchant one myself, but nice. I'll take it. Back to woodcutting. Okay, gonna be done AFKing these teaks for now. Up to 72 woodcutting. We have quite a bit of things to clear out of the inventory. We have a beginner clue to do, an acorn to plant, a bird egg to turn in, and a camo hat to store in the house. For the acorn, I actually have gotten enough for a full tree run. As you can see over here on the side, I have all of the tree patches planted that I have access to. Obviously I don't have access to the farming guild yet, so all 5 though are taken up. So I'll do a full tree run. We're 21 farming. We'll see what we'll end up at, and we'll plant this little guy. Okay, here's the last oak tree in the tree run. We already planted our other one. 467 experience each, and we got quite a bit of levels from this, all the way from 21 to level 25. So really nice passive farming experience from our little AFK woodcutting grind. Let's go do this beginner clue. Tree. Another momentous occasion in the player-owned house. This camo helmet hat thing completes another set within our costume room. We have the full camo outfit with that added. We can now take it out and put it back in at our leisure. I don't know if I have any emotes for this one. I don't, so I do got to keep doing that emote or that event. But yeah, looking cute. Can we get a piece of the outfit? No, but we get a nest with an apple tree seed that I can't plant. Just as good. So the next goal is going to be to progress Recipe for Disaster as much as I can before I start fighting things, just to get better version of hybrid gloves from this little chest here. Right now I only have bronze, and it looks like with this little list I've comprised, we can free the vast majority of the people in the room. I'll pull up the guide right now to kind of show you a list of what we have left. We've already freed the mountain dwarf, and obviously we have everybody left to free. The only two that we're not going to be able to do are Ceramic Vars and King Awaboge. So obviously you need to have Monkey Madness done for that, and I don't have that done. And for Ceramic, we need to have started the Legends quest up to the point where we can get into the what's it called? Kazari Jungle, I believe is what it's called. The place near Shiloh Village. So given that we have the cooking level for all of these, I'll kind of look into like what if it would be worth it to do right now. Because obviously I have the requirements skill-wise. But for certain portions of these quests, I may need to be beefier. Probably not, though, because most stuff you can just kill with magic and be fine in these early level quests. So I'll do a little more research into it, see if I actually want to do these. But for now, we're going to prioritize these 6 right here. So we have 1 of 6 done. Pirate Pete is started. We have a few prerequisites we have to meet for some of these. Like we need to do Gertrude's cat in order to free Evil Dave. So we will prioritize doing that first, just to have a cat growing up while we do the rest of the quests. And we'll do Evil Dave last, and hopefully have an adult cat so that it makes catching rats a little bit easier. But first we want to get our hands on some of that bait that's used to catch Karambons, because it's stackable food source for the cat. That I can just keep the food for the cat in one contained inventory slot and save on some space while I'm doing everything else. So we'll get that. We'll do Gertrude's cat. And then Murder Mystery is another requirement for one of these quests. I forget which one it is. It's probably like Lumber's Guide or something. Then we will prioritize... Then we have to do Big Chompy Bird Hunting, which we can do because we have over 30 range now. And then we can free Scratch. Then we'll free the Lumber's Guide, Pete, the Goblins, and Evil Dave. So let's get to it. There's Gertrude's cat done. We got her kitten, some cooking experience, and some free food, which I will drop in front of her. Cool, little white kitten right there. Let's get it some food and watch it grow up. Right, Murder Mystery done. There's Chompy Bird Hunting done. And doubly obtained. Let's give it to Scratch. And there we go. Quest point, a bunch of cooking, wood cutting range, crafting experience, and iron gloves unlocked. Let's see if we get any levels from this. Yeah. Oh, 33 range. And that's it. And that's the Lumber's Guide portion done. Got some cooking and magic experience, and further access to the Colonimancer's chest. I think steel gloves. Let's see if we get any levels from this. Nope. Okay, so we're here gathering the items for the Pirate Pete portion of Recipe for Disaster, and we needed to make a fishbowl for it. So I decided to make 2 because we need to get a pet fish from Harry's shop here for the Kandarin Easy Diary, so we can get our hands on the Kandarin headgear, which acts as a easily obtainable light source. So what's cool about this is you can actually put this in your house. So Uh, pet cat, pet fish, all in the same day. Pretty nice. They'll both live there once. Once this cat's grown up, I'll probably never turn this one into death runes. I'll keep this one. It'll be my Hellcat. I'll make it Wily eventually. And this will just sit on the floor of my menagerie for all of eternity. You're home now, buddy. Okay, we've got the Slop of Compromise. Time to free the generals from this nightmare. There we go. 1 quest point, 1000 cooking, crafting, and farming experience, and of course the increased Culinary-Mancer's chest access. 128 quest points total. I think that gives us mithril gloves, which are actually pretty decent. So, 26 farming from that as well. Nice. I'll go check just to see where we're at. I did try to do the Pirate's Peat portion first, but it didn't work out because you can't take your cat underwater, and you can't store your cat in your player-owned house until it is an actual cat. It's got to grow from a kitten to a cat. So I gotta wait like another hour and a half for that to happen, and I don't know what I'm gonna do in the meantime because this and the Evil Dave portion, which is the whole reason I got the cat, are the only ones I have left to do. So maybe we'll do some more quests. Maybe we'll do some AFK woodcutting. We'll see. But for now, let's check our items here. Oh, okay. I forgot that black gloves existed. Cool. Okay, so one more and we'll have mithril, which means we'll be up to adamant whenever we're done here, because we'll get mithril then adamant from these last two. And then, yeah. Nice. Okay, our cat's grown up. We got another oak tree from AFK woodcutting. And we did a one-step beginner clue. Let's see what we get. Trash again. Expect nothing less. Let's go ahead and store these tools and get going with the second to last portion of Recipe of Disaster that we have. And there's a Pirate Peat portion done. Bunch of cooking, fishing, smithing, and crafting experience. And that should be our steel gloves. Onto the Evil Dave portion, I suppose. Let's see if we got any levels from this. Oh, strange. We got 72 cooking, 37 smithing, and that's it. Okay, here we are with the spicy stew. This should be it for Evil Dave. Let's see what rewards we get. Alright, 1 quest point, 7,000 cooking experience. We can make spicy stews, which are just good in general for getting +5 boosts for literally any skill in the game. Our cat is now a Hellcat, and most importantly, increased Culinary-Mancer chest access, up to 130 quest points. And we'll go ahead and we've just got 2 more left to save. We've got ceramic and ebowoge, however you say that. So we'll go check our chest. We'll see what gloves we have. It should be adamant. Okay, yeah. So adamant gloves. How much do they cost? 3,000, just over 3,000. Cool. Really cheap. Let's see their stats. +7 melee strength and just 7 across the board for attack bonuses and defense bonuses. So this will increase my max hit by almost an entire 2 hits, and our accuracy by quite a bit. So now that we have these, we'll go ahead and grab some climbing boots and I guess just start some melee training. A little bit random. Literally just completed the easy Falador diary, just for the sake of having a shield in my offhand. I know it's probably not the best shield in the world, but I'm pretty sure it does offer a prayer bonus, and it also gives a prayer regen. Probably once a day for this version. Let's see. Okay, so diary's complete. Cool. I have a question about the diary. I kind of skipped through it, so what are the rewards? Well, there are 4 different ones. Yep. Let's talk about the easy. Okay, so if you complete all the easy tasks in Falador, the shield can restore 1/4 of your prayer points once per day. Yeah, okay. I can also access a shortcut to the Chaos Temple from Berthorpe. Cool. Alright, so we got a shield. Not the greatest, I guess. It gives a negative magic and range bonus, but it does give some defensive stats and a prayer bonus, and really our only form of prayer restore other than an altar right now. So, kind of cool. Sticks to the theme of our armor. The antique lamp you can use for 2,500 prayer, or just experience in general. I'm going to use it on prayer, I think. I don't really feel like going out of my way to go get 30 Herblore. That is the best skill to use it on for an Ultimate Ironman, but we don't have protection prayers yet, and it's really not that much of a waste using it here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And up to 34 prayer. Incredible reflexes. Cool. And that's all the purple basic bitch prayers unlocked. Next one to unlock is Protect from Magic at level 37. So a little ways to go for that, but a little closer. Alright, first time on the boats here. We're in the beginner boats. Just going to see how this goes. If I can actually keep up in this place, I'll just kind of sit here in the center because I'm not going to be very useful anywhere else, literally. So I'm going to see if I get points. Hopefully I can do some damage on these fools. They're not too high of level, but as you can see, like, there's a lot of other people doing damage to them, and they're getting KO'd pretty quickly. So as long as I can keep this meter, this green meter right here, in the green, then this will be viable. And I'm pretty sure it still counts, like, even if you hit something and it dies before, like, actually registering your hit. Like, as long as you get the experience drop, I think it counts. Oh, my max hit's a 10. That's really not too bad, actually. But yeah, as long as it registers your hit in experience, it counts towards this meter. So I just need to be able to keep this up for all the portals getting killed, and it seems like it's going to be kind of a challenge, especially if there aren't a lot of monsters going around. Like, there's probably going to be a lot of games that I just don't get points because, well, because just not enough of these guys spawn, but hopefully we can make it work most of the time. Okay, so this is random, but I got inspired by a snakeskin Chad that I saw while doing pest control. I was like, you know what, I could probably make that full set and just have it stored in the house and use that for my range. And turns out the crafting level for it isn't too bad. You'll need like 53 to make the full set, minus the shield, so, which is completely storable. And will just be good. Even when I have better range armor, the snakeskin boots will come in handy later. So that's the plan. I'm going to kill a bunch of like hoop snakes on Fossil Island once I get the crafting level. We'll see what this gives us because we get quite a bit of experience from Elemental Workshop. 7,500 in crafting and smithing. So let's close this out. And we're 39 smithing now. And 49 crafting. So not too far to go for that. We'll see what else we can do for some experience, and we'll probably end up having to finish that up at the charter ships. We'll see. More crafting experience. Hand in the Sand is done. Let's see what we end up with. Level 50 crafting. Just 3 more to get. And that's the Getting Ahead quest done for some more crafting experience. Also got some construction experience, some coins, up to 133 quest points. Let's see what levels we get. No levels. Good. Okay. We're only 3.6k away from level 51 crafting, so I'll find some more quests to do. And Shiloh Village done for some more crafting experience. That should give us a level, 51 crafting. Snakeskin Chaps, just the body left at 53. Just finishing up the observatory quest here. Got Capricorn as our sign. And we get 2 quest points, 2,250 crafting experience, and payment depending on the constellation that I observed, which I'm guessing is this uncut sapphire that I just got. So cool. Up to 137 quest points. Still got a ways to go for another crafting level. We'll keep questing. And there's Making History for some prayer and crafting experience. Let's see what levels this gives us. Hell yeah, 35 prayer. No crafting level yet. Cool, 2 away from Protect from Magic. Alright, there's Mountain Daughter done. 2 quest points, 2,000 prayer experience, 1,000 attack experience, 142 quest points total. I did this one just for prayer experience. I kind of want to get Protect from Magic as well. The audio on this clip got corrupted, but there's 36 prayer. Yay! Okay, so here's my current thought process, just so I'm not making a bunch of random clips in a row. Um, I'm looking to do any quest that gives me prayer or crafting experience. I want the crafting for the snakeskin armor, obviously for range training and beyond. And I also want to do any quest that's going to give me prayer experience so that I can get protect from magic, and then I'm going to go do monkey madness. The reason for that is you get a ton of combat experience from it, and that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now is beefing up my combat, which right now we're 58, almost 59. We've been doing some AFKing at the sand crabs while I've been playing other games, but so yeah, that's our main goal is just do any quest that gets us crafting or prayer or mass amounts of combat experience just to save us some time, and then we'll hit the boats again. I almost forgot about this easy clue in my inventory. So here we go. Let's open it. I feel like full studded is like a common theme for this account. But look, we got the coif edition and some noted trout. Kind of trash, but cool. And there's another slice of ham done for some more prayer experience along with some mining. 143 quest points total. Access to this train that I'll never use. Let's see what level that gets us. Exactly 37 prayer as planned. And that's our first protection prayer. Hell yeah. We get protect from magic, which will make doing, monkey madness a lot easier, because the jungle demon at the end, it'll just make me not have to flinch him outside of the bounds. So, cool. Really nice. Let's go on to monkey madness. Okay, so I'm just getting set up for the part in monkey madness where you need to run through the tunnels. And I figured I'd kind of show my process because it is a little bit complicated, especially with limited inventory space, because obviously not having a lot of food for that could be pretty detrimental. It could cost you the run. So what I did is I went to the shop in Brimhaven to buy the best food possible. And I also have my anti-poison, my super anti-poison that you can pick up 1 dose of per world near Castle Wars. And then I went to Hosidius, the fruit stalls there, and I thieved until I had 3 strange fruits, which if you don't know, these do cure poison, but they also, most importantly for this part, they restore 30 run each. So essentially I have an extra run energy bar for those tunnels. There may still be a point where I will be walking, and that's why I'm bringing the proselyte armor to just be a little bit tankier for when I do start to walk. I have obviously all the items required for the quest, all the runes that I need just in general to walk around, and I went and got a looting bag to deposit everything that I just didn't need immediately at the moment, that being like the runes I didn't need, and then obviously my rune equipment, which I'm not using. Just to save an inventory space, it essentially turned, for me, it turned these 5 inventory spaces that were taken up into 1, so saving me 4 extra spaces for 4 extra food. So that's how I set up my inventory. I also deposited my cash just to save on 1 extra inventory space as well, because I don't need money for this part. And then also I am getting my brother, very kind of him, to tank for me. So he's pretty much just going to lead the way. I'm going to follow him throughout the maze. He's going to take the bulk of the damage, and since I don't have protect from melee, that'll be really nice. And it'll just kind of up my chances of making it through the tunnels in general. So I just kind of wanted to give you a quick overview of what's going on, what my thought process is, the best way to do it for a low-level Ultimate Ironman, I think, without protection prayers. If I had protect from melee, I definitely wouldn't even consider having somebody tank for me, but that's where we are. Woohoo! There's Monkey Bandits done. 3 quest points, access to Apital, 10,000 coins, 3 diamonds, and access to our training, which will give us a ton of experience. We'll do that in a second. This was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be at this level. I actually almost wiped the account at that part where you have to go into the zombie monkey area to make the monkey speak amulet. I died there once and then went back pretty cockily, if I do say so, with like not enough supplies. Ended up teleporting out because I had 17 HP with nothing left, and then getting back to my grave with about 30 minutes to spare, and a bunch of food. If honestly, like if that one recovery didn't work, like if I got stacked out by the monkeys down in that dungeon again, then I probably would have wiped. So luckily I didn't get stacked out, and I made it down there, tanked the monkeys until I got all my stuff back, made the monkey speak amulet, and made it to this point. Really nice quest to have done. Probably should have waited till I had protect from melee. It would have made it so much easier. So with that, let's go get our training. Let's see. Also, I have kind of decided to let me talk to this guy first, and then I'll go on my tangent. But yep. Okay. So we want to increase our attack, I believe. Yeah, because we want to get the dragon scimitar as soon as possible. So strength and stamina would increase your strength level and your hit points, and then focusing on attack and defense obviously would increase your attack and defense. This will be nice. We'll get closer to using the dragon scimitar, and we'll get our lowest melee combat stat up as well, defense. So attack and defense. And while this is going on, I'll kind of explain what I need to do since I have the monkey speak amulet and the gree. It just makes sense to do the recipe for disaster portion, because I need those, and I also need to get extra greeries as well. So I think that's what we're going to do next. We're going to do the King Awawoge portion of Recipe for Disaster, which will get us our rune gloves, actually, so really nice. And we'll see what experience this gives us. Oh, that's a lot of levels that we got, yeah. Okay, so it gives us 51 strength, 49 hit points, 52 attack, and 47 defense. Nice. That brings our combat up to level 61, almost level 62. So let's get our inventory prepped to do the King Awawoge portion of Recipe for Disaster. We managed to collect enough stuff for 2 snakes, and we managed to cook them both, so good RNG on our side. There it is, completed. 1 quest point, 10,000 cooking and agility experience. The Apital teleport spell, and most importantly, increased Culinary-Mancer's chest accessed. 147 quest points total, and that actually gives us access to the rune gloves. Really awesome. I don't think they cost much. I think it's only like 5k for them. We'll go down here and check, but that's a really good portion to have done. Just one more person to save for Recipe for Disaster, and that is the ceramic vase, I think. Ceramic vase, however you want to say his name. So if we go here, not buy food, let's buy item. Rune gloves unlocked for only, 6,500. Cool. We'll go ahead and buy a pair, because those are just going to be really nice to have. Looks like they give us a total of 2 max hits, and then +1 over the adamant gloves for attack and defense bonuses. Okay, and something else, the monkey speak amulet that I have, I'm going to go verify that I don't need this to trade the scimitar merchant on Apital. If I don't need this, then I'm just going to drop it to save an inventory space. If I do need it, then I guess that kind of sucks, but we'll just have to keep it on us. Or maybe I'll just decide to buy the scimitar right there and then. I don't know. Yeah, if it turns out that we need the monkey speak amulet to buy the scimitar, I'll just buy one there right then, and then just go ahead and drop the amulet. So we'll go to wherever my cash is stored at the Nightmare Zone. Then we'll head back to Apital one more time, check the merchant, and then I think our next plan is gonna be to do the Horror of the Deep quest, which I know seems kind of random, but I think I mentioned it in an earlier episode, but that general store in the lighthouse is super nice for this account because it offers a lot of stuff like pestle and mortar for one. I know it seems really kind of minute, but I've been having to go to Tavelry every time I want a pestle and mortar, and that general store is just really nice. It offers that along with a lot of other things that you can just buy easily for the account, like vials of water and stuff like that. So I think that's the plan. We're going to do Horror from the Deep to gain access to that store. It'll also give us access to God books, which is a really nice prayer offhand. And it'll also allow us to store any God pages that we get from clue scrolls in the future. So I won't have to drop those on the ground. Well, I literally just minigame teleported to Nightmare Zone to grab my cash and just started running toward that arrow. Like just fucking autopilot. Let's go ahead and run back here. Rip run energy, but kind of funny. Alright, yeah. It looks like I can access this dude's store without wearing the amulet. I'll make sure I'll drop it on the ground in front of him and see if I can still... Yep, yeah, we're good. So I won't buy the scimitar now. We'll go ahead and just keep the Grigri on us, and honestly, I'll keep it on me for as long as I can until I absolutely need to drop it, just because I know that you need to come back here for like hard clue steps. So, and if I can keep it until I'm able to do Monkey and Madness 2, cool. -1 inventory till then. It should be no big deal, but if it's too much of a pain in the ass, then I'll just fucking delete it. So there's my mindset. Off to do Horror from the Deep. And there's Horror of the Deep done. Pretty simple fight. All you have to do is stand behind one of the stalagmites, or what is it? Yeah, stalagmites in there. Use it as a safe spot. You can flinch the first one with melee, and then the Dagonoth Mother, you just you stand behind the stalagmite until you know what you're going to be fighting against her with. You don't even need to bring magic or range, or sorry, you don't need to bring melee or range. You could just rely on magic, because 4 out of the 6 phases that she has are magic. So you just kind of stand there until she's damageable by you, and then you just kind of face tank her. And then if you need to eat or if you need to change attack styles, just go back behind the stalagmite. So yeah, we got 2 quest points, 4,662 strength, range, and magic experience, and a damage book. So this will be great. I'll show you the shop that we just unlocked and decide on what book we want to get. 35 range, 54 magic, 52 strength. Hell yeah, got some nice levels. But yeah, we'll take a look at his shop. I'll show you what he has to offer. Fairy ring right there for easy access to this place. And if we trade him, this is going to be our best source for like a pestle and mortar, rope, I guess literally anything. We have a light source here too, so that's cool. I was looking for that earlier. We have some boosting ales, Wizard's Mind Bomb, random gold bars, maple logs, different kinds of alcohols, vials of water, which will be very useful. Yeah, just all around a really good shop to have unlocked. Let's head, or no, we just talked to him, right, for our little reward here. Let's go ahead and use this on him. Nothing, rewards. Okay, so now here we decide what book we get for free, and then I think the rest after that cost 5k each. So we'll just pick the best all-around book, Zamorak. As far as for the starting ones, it just offers pretty decent stats. Okay, cool. So that gives us this is actually a really good offhand. We'll probably use this over the shield that we're holding right now, generally. Gives us +4 prayer, +8 magic attack, and +2 range attack. So pretty decent upgrade to the shield. Less defensive stats, but we'll live. Tears of Guthix complete. We're back on the crafting grind, as you can see. 1 quest point, 1,000 crafting experience from this, and we get access to the Tears of Guthix, which will give us experience in our lowest skill on a weekly basis. We're up to a nice little milestone of 150 quest points. And we'll go ahead and do this little mini game, see what we end up with, and move on to another quest. I'm looking at the list now. Just looking for a quest that I haven't done that gives crafting experience. I'm thinking maybe Dwarf Cannon will be next. Maybe Tower of Life. Maybe both. We'll see. And there we go. Our first Tears of Guthix minigame done. Went from 11 to 16 fletching. We got 90 tiers total, which really isn't too bad for the level that we're at. That's 79 quests complete, 150 quest points total. Pretty standard, I guess. Actually, kind of surprising that we got so close to the 100 milestone mark with what we have right now. I guess I got a little lucky, but yeah, a lot of fletching levels. Really good for the total level. We'll come back here weekly. Dwarf Cannon done. Okay, that's Tower of Life done. A little bit more crafting experience, but most importantly, 43 thieving, not important. 55 construction, actually really cool. We can build hard stash units now without a boost. But the most important thing is we got a new outfit for our house, so we'll go ahead and take that off. Teleport to our house, and head into our costume room. I think it's in the armor case. Yep, there it is, Builder's Costume. Go ahead and deposit all. And there it is, another outfit. Kind of meaningless, doesn't give any kind of boost or anything, just nice to fill that up. Next quest I have in mind is in search of the Myrique or Shades of Morton. Probably do Shades of Morton first since it gives a teleport to that region, so see ya over there. There's Shades of Morton done. 2,000 crafting and herbal experience, 3 quest points. On to whatever other easy quest is going to give me crafting experience. Probably in search of the Myrique. It's Zogre Flesh Eaters done. 1 quest point, 2,000 experience in range, fletching, and herblore. I honestly only did this for the herblore experience just because I was so close to being able to get level 30, which if you don't know, that is a level needed for the easy diary lamps, so that whenever I complete those diaries, I can go ahead and use those on herblore and not waste any more experience by throwing it into prayer. Yeah, back to the crafting quest though. That does take us to 36 range, by the way, 20 fletching, and exactly 30 herblore. Perfect. Oh, and also I made sure to save a dose of this Relissim's Balm, because you can use it on Grish to, or maybe not use it, but maybe talk to him. Let me see. Talk about the quest. Questions. Huh, maybe it's not him. Oh, it's this guy. Uglugnar. Okay, so he has a shop. He's not selling anything right now, but I think if you use this on him, it'll show him how to make it. They'll be able to cure their people, and you'll be able to use his shop. And here you can buy just the supplies that you need for well, you can buy the Relissim's Balm, obviously. So I'll go ahead and buy one of these so I can cure myself of this disease. Cool. Don't need that anymore. But you can also buy like really easy achy tree logs and just stuff that you need for the chompy hunting, ease of access. In search of Merc done. Just got done with an 8 of the Myrique. 2 quest points, access to Berg de Rot, access to the Temple Trekking minigame, 2,000 experience in attack, defense, strength, and crafting. Emphasis on crafting, because that is why we're questing. I'm not going to lie, this quest took forever to do. Just the item list for this quest alone is insane. I think I had to make like 4 or 5 separate trips to Berg de Rot just to like rebuild the town and restock that dude's general store. And then we had to kill like a shit ton of chaos dwarves in the Tavelry dungeon to get a mithril bar. It was like a 1 in 20 drop from them in order to make the flail, or I guess the rod at this point. But yeah, glad to have that done. A little more crafting experience. 1 less quest that we have to do later. Sorry for the noise. laptop. I still haven't turned the noises off for my laptop. I gotta figure out how to do that again. But anyways, I'll get back to the quest experience reward guide to see what other quests I can do for crafting. It's probably looking like a slim list now. We've done quite a bit, so yep. And I keep fucking doing this to you. I keep ending the clip before exiting out of the quest reward thing. Let's see if we get any levels from this after he's done talking to us. Yep, see you later, bud. Yep, 48 defense, 52 crafting. Just one more crafting level to meet our goal. We can now make serpentine helms. That's pretty far off. Luck behind Zulra. Yeah, that's all the levels. Alright, so we're in the middle of doing the Cold War quest, and since I was already making a clockwork suit for it, I decided to go ahead and make 4 more clockwork mechanisms to then turn into birdhouses. So we're here on Fossil Island well, first of all, to unlock the mushroom transport system, but then also to just place these around the island. Actually, we can probably place our first one right now, right here, yep. And these will be here anytime that we want to do a birdhouse run. They're not going to be consistent on this account, obviously, because we don't have a bank, but anytime we want to get some extra hunter experience or some extra seeds for a farm run, we'll just go ahead and come do these. So yeah, these will be here forever. These mechanisms will just stand here forever on the account. I won't have to make any more. And there's Cold War done. 1 quest point. Access to the iceberg. 5,000 agility experience. 2,000 crafting and 1,500 construction experience. Up to 162 quest points. And while we were fighting some of the ice dudes in there, we actually got 55 magic, which is pretty crazy. We can now cast high-level alchemy, so hell yeah. All these nature runes are probably literally going to go towards that spell at some point on the account, but that's great. That means that while we slay, we can make a ton of money, and anything that we have that we need to clear inventory space, like these rune gloves, or like when I need to get rid of this rune pickaxe or rune scimitar, when I get upgraded to the dragon scimitar, we can maximize on our profits. Just coming off an AFK session at the sand crabs, got up to 57 attack, getting closer and closer to that dragon scimitar, but more importantly, and the reason I'm making this clip, I just got up to 1,100 total level by training my fletching here. I need to get up to 25 fletching in order to do Fermentic Trials, to get myself some more crafting experience, so that's what we're doing. 1,100 total though, pretty sweet. Alright, so I'm in the middle of doing Fermentic Trials quest, and there's a couple of the council members that you need to have a pretty much clear inventory for. You got to fight that guy with only bringing food and like recoils. So, and then there's also the Peer the Seer one where you need to go through his little puzzle room without any items in your inventory. So we're gonna suicide here at Falador. This is how I do it. I just kind of get gangbanged by these white knights until they kill me. I changed my respawn point to Falador. You can do that after one of the white knight quests. I forget which one it is. So yeah, pretty easy. Just die here, death pile stays here, we respawn here. We pick up what we need right away off the ground. And for this, I have a whole list of what I'm going to do. So first on the list is obviously die. Then we want to pick up our cash. And by the way, during this time, we have a 1 hour timer. So like once the hour is up, all of this stuff on the ground disappears. So plenty of time to get done with what we need to get done. So pick up our cash and our recoils from this pile, and just be careful not to pick up anything else, because if I do, I have to re-suicide or just say goodbye to that item. So there's my recoils. We'll go ahead and put one on. There's my cash. From here, we are going to home teleport. This is going to get us close to where we need to be, because we're going to need to walk from Lumbridge over to Al Kharid. And that's where we're gonna buy our runes. We need to buy some house teleports, basically. I need a few house teleports for what I'm doing. Let me see how many I need total. Looks like I need 2 total. I'll get 3 just in case I mess up, or maybe just 5. We'll make it an nice even 5 or odd 5, I guess. But yeah, so we go through the gate here. Head to Ali Morsane. I actually recently solved the smaller Runduku puzzle. so that I could have elemental runes here for this method. So we just trade him. I'm so glad they added that trade option to him, by the way. That's such a nice convenience. View runes. Just a little less we got to go through. So I'll get 5 law runes. And then I'll need to see his stock of elemental runes. And we'll get 5 earth, 5 air. So that's going to be 5 home teleports. And from here, we're going to want a house tele. And then we're going to head to Ardoin for some food. I think I'll go to Brimhaven, actually, which is also accessible from here. Just get a little bit better food than the cakes that are offered there. We'll have to do some world hopping. I don't think it matters. I think your grave follows you to your world nowadays. I don't think you have to remember what world you were on. But just in case, I'll make sure to hop back to this one. 444 is what I'm on. So yeah, we're just going to head to Alphonse the Waiter over here, who is my... I wouldn't say primary at the moment. He's kind of a secondary source of food. The primary is still the cake stall. We'll get his best food here. We'll hop a couple times. I still need... What do I need? Well, I guess no matter what, I'm going to have 3 inventory spaces. The runes. Free at the end. Just not taken advantage of for the fight, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, yeah. High risk world doesn't matter. I don't know why they go through all this warning. Like, I feel like if you're a PKer, you should know about that or just get fucked, you know? But, anyways, this should be the last hop. Okay, we got our food. Now we're going to want to minigame teleport to store our cash. So we're going to want to go to either Last Man Standing or Nightmare Zone. We'll just head to Nightmare Zone. Or actually, let's go to Last Man Standing so that we can restore our run energy. Yeah, this is quite a process, isn't it? Just to do one portion of one quest, but that's why I love the game mode. I literally had to draw up a list for this, so, just so I didn't like waste any time with my grave. But okay, we'll restore our stats here. I should have stored my cash first, but whatever. Store our money here. I want to store all of it. I wonder if you can just type all now. That'd be nice, huh? Okay, put it all there. Drop the rest. From here, we're just going to want to teleport back home. We'll go outside. I put my house in Relica for this. I think I spent like 10k to do that. We drop our runes. And now we are just left here with almost full inventory of food. We have 3 recoils total, nothing else on us, and we can go ahead and do this fight. So yeah, just wanted to show the process for which I am doing this, and I'll probably use the same process for other quests down the line. So optionally during this part, you can bring a Draymond branch, because you're not allowed weaponry in here, but you can bring a Draymond branch and a knife, and you can pretty much just make a staff to beat this guy to death with, but I didn't really feel like going to Entrana to do that. I don't really care if I beat this guy, because like in the last phase that you fight him, you don't actually die. Like it gets you down to like 1 HP, and then you just kind of kneel. But the strategy for me right now is, I think you can pray too maybe, but the strategy for me right now is just to get my ass beat while reflecting damage on him to get him into the last phase, and then to just kind of yield. But yeah, so we'll be doing this for until we, I don't know, get to where we need to be. Okay, so I made it. I killed him 3 times. 2 recoils is more than enough. This is his 4th phase, where he attacks like twice every tick or something like that. It's perfectly okay to die here. You won't reach 0 HP even if you're a hardcore. This is a safe death, so I'm not even going to waste my food. I'm just going to let him whittle me down and take the L. Okay, almost dead. And by the way, 2 recoils was more than enough to get him to this phase. If you actually do want to kill him, you'll probably need more like 4. So, because he hits so fast here, and you'll be able to recoil a bunch of damage. It'll go through your charges really quickly, so having 2 extra for that 1 phase would be ideal. So 4 recoils total if you actually want to win. At least around my level, because I wasn't hitting very accurately. And if you have a German staff, higher stats, that's a little different obviously, but yeah. Cool, so this phase is done. We're going to take advantage of our empty inventory. We still have, as you can see down here, we still have 47 minutes before our stuff in Falador disappears. So we're going to go and do Pier the Seers portion. That'll be the last portion of this quest. And we'll pick up our stuff and finish it off and be good to go. And there we go. We made it through Pier the Seers little puzzle. Quick enough to pick our stuff back up. And we finished Frenetic Trials. 3 quest points, 2,800 in a bunch of skills. I'm not going to read them all off. 165 quest points total. And we'll see what levels we get out of this. 58 attack. Hell yeah, just 2 more for the scimitar. Nice. 27 fletching. That's one of our lowest skills still. That's all our levels. So the next goal is probably going to be to do... I really want to do Frenetic Isles as well, because it gives you a really nice helmet. The It Is Not helmet. I might do the entirety of the quest up until you fight the last boss and wait till I have the Dragon Scimitar for it. Other than that, I'm just going to find another quest that gives crafting experience, so let's get going. Oh yeah, I literally almost forgot about my stuff on the ground. But the way I'm just going to get back is I can just literally walk into the house portal here, as if by design I had a plan. We're going to head to Falador through our portal and just head back over to our grave site. Right now we are on... Okay, so we're not on 444, right? What are we on? 533. We died on 444, so yeah, confirmed that you can die on another world and hop worlds and your grave will follow you. So that's pretty nice. That's really convenient. I remember back in the day, before they changed the death mechanics, having to like if you didn't remember what world you died on, you just had to hope and pray. You had to pick one either top or bottom of the world list and just start going down, because it didn't tell you. There was no way of knowing unless you kept track of it. So you're just heart beating the whole time, hoping that you find your world before the time runs out. But so yeah, a lot more convenient now. Love the change, honestly. But yeah, we got our stuff back, nothing lost, all's good. We'll move on to another quest. Alright, so I'm out of quests that I can currently do for crafting experience, other than Frenetic Isles. But I want to be able to wield the Dragon Scimitar to make that last fight a little bit easier and to just look cooler during it. So what I'm doing is I'm shifting focus from quests that give crafting experience to quests that give attack experience, because we are 58 attack, just 2 levels away from being able to wield a Dragon Scimitar. This is my current cash stack. I need about 20k more to buy the Dragon Scimitar, but that's not going to be an issue because I have like an abundance of nature runes that I can just sell to Alamorsane's shop, and that's kind of the way I'm going to fund questing and the Dragon Scimitar for the foreseeable future. Yeah, we'll worry about our rune supply later on. We'll probably have to go back there for another 200 reward pulls for some more cash, some more runes someday, but not this day. Soul's Bane done. Alright, so I'm down here killing Chaos Druids to get some herb drops. I decided I want to complete the non-member quest list, and that means doing Dragon Slayer 1. This is solely because I want to do the Hero's Quest because it gives attack experience, and it's going to be a good one to get out of the way, especially for Recipe for Disaster, because it is required to start the Legends Quest to then free ceramic vars. So that's kind of the mindset. Attack experience kind of sticks to the guidelines of what I'm going after right now, which is attack experience for the Dragon Scimitar. as per usual, there's always a roundabout way that I'm doing things. So we need a Harlander. What was that for? I think it's for Hero's Quest. But then we also need, I think we actually need the unfinished potion, so I'll grab this vial here. But then I also kind of want to grab an Irrit from these guys, because if I happen to get a Dr. Jekyll random, I can trade a Grimy Irrit for a 4-dose agility potion, which can then be used during the Taibo Wan Trail quest. So, and that'll get me some more attack experience as well, along with the, getting another quest done. So that's kind of the mindset. I'm here killing these guys until I get an Irrit, and I'll decide if I want to. If I get enough of these Druid heads, I'll go ahead and snag some free prayer experience, if it's worth the trip. Maybe if I get like 3 or so. All right, we got our unfinished Harlander potion for the Hero's Quest, along with our Irrit, which we took to Narda to have cleaned for 200 gold pieces, just because we didn't have, obviously, 40 herbal requirement for the Irrit to clean it. So that's done. We also got a bunch of unfinished Guam potions during that little mini grind. Sorry, eating right now. I had to burp. But with that, we're going to head to the Lighthouse, my favorite general store location. There should be Eyes of Newt that we can buy up here. If not, we can just go to Tavelry and get them, but I'm pretty sure they're here. Could be wrong, but this guy's got like fucking not Eyes of Newt. Okay. So we'll just go to Tavelry to do that. This dude's letting me down, damn it. He's got the vials of water, that's right. So yeah, we'll just go to Tavelry, we'll make all these, we'll get some Eyes of Newt, we'll get some free herbal experience. We did get quite a bit of experience for that, just by cleaning stuff. And we also got a genie during the little mini grind. So we'll be pretty close to level 31 after this. And Dragon Slayer 1 done. 2 quest points, 18,650 strength and defense experience. The ability to equip rune and dragon plate bodies. 168 quest points total. Cool. Let's see what levels we get out of this. Probably a good amount of defense levels, huh? Thank you. Okay, we're 54 strength and exactly 50 defense. Very nice. Can now wear granite armor. That brings our combat up to 66, closer to 67. Sweet. Okay, so I'm actually going to end the video right here. I feel like ending the video after conquering Elvarg is a pretty good checkpoint, if you will. I have a bunch of footage. If I were to keep this video on its current course, it'd be probably like an hour and a half or hour 45, something like that. So I'm going to break it apart into 2 pieces. They'll be out in quick succession because I already have most of the next the next one recorded. So I won't have to wait too long for it. And right now we're just at the crabs, getting ready for an AFK session. I did go ahead and make a amulet of strength, just to kind of speed things up a little bit. We'll probably be here for, well, that's kind of spoilers, I guess. I can't really say exactly what's going on here. So, but I'm glad you stuck around to the end. Sorry I had to break this apart. I also didn't really get around to doing any pest control, which is what I thought one of the primary focuses of this video was going to be. But I got extremely sidetracked after seeing somebody in snakeskin armor. Like, that's all it took, and I was just like off doing quests again. So anyways, whatever, it's all good for the account. A little sporadic, but we're beefing up slow and steady. So thank you for sticking around to the end. As always, if you liked it, do what you want, do what you will. I will see you in the next one, I hope.